Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Strixhaven draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. Also, click that little bell icon if you have subscribed so you get notified when I post future videos. And if you would like to catch the Twitch stream live, you can do so at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Follow the stream. It's really awesome to catch all you folks live. And if you want to support my work directly, you can do so via the Patreon at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas and gain access to my card-by-card grade spreadsheet in the process. Okie doke, so what have we here? This card is straight up unplayable. Really not great. Just very confusing and does not help you enough to help you win. Igneous Inspiration, on the other hand, is fantastic. One of the top uncommons in the set, and a great start to the draft. If this were not in the pack, it gets a little bit trickier. I think I might start with Elemental Summoning. It's really nice to have access to this. In your blue-green decks, you can go Field Trip into Elemental Summoning, which is a great combo. You can also just get this in your red-blue decks and just keep the spells rolling. So I like this card a lot in any deck that can cast it. You can even use it in Lorehold, which is nice. And then Arcane Subtraction's a pretty decent card as well that you can get them later. Explosive Welcome does some cool things. But yeah, we're going to start with Igneous Inspiration. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Nasu Udadeno. Okay, this card should not be in the pack. This is a straight up bomb. I do not know who passed this, but it was probably a mistake. Because this card is a heck of a card. I guess they took the Mystical Archive, so we have no idea what they took. I'm actually kind of curious whether Lorehold Command or Rip Apart is would be rated higher, but I feel like this card is just incredibly powerful. And we are lucky that the person passing to us got a Mystical Archive, because now we get to reap the reward of a Lorehold Command. There's also Rip Apart. That would probably be our second pick out of the pack. And then third pick, this pack goes downhill. Zephyr Boots is an interesting card. There's Environmental Sciences. But I'm just going to be jamming this. Basically, you can make a 3/2 and kill something and gain 3. You can also, you can make a 3/2 and then give all of your creatures +1/+1 indestructible and haste. So there's just a lot of flexibility in this card, and it's really good. So we're going to take the Lorehold Command. Okay, moving on to pick 3. Immediately, I think Academic Dispute is pretty reasonable as a card. I like Spirit Summoning. Just getting access to those lessons is really nice when you have good learn cards like Igneous Inspiration. There's not a card in the pack that screams out must take to me. People really like Dispute, but I'm not as big of a fan. I like Spirit Summoning, just get access to it. I think it's a little bit underrated at the moment as well. I have seen people hyping up this card. I've seen LSV hyping it up. I was listening to the Lords of Limited folks, and they were hyping it up. But I am, yeah. And I don't think the card's bad or anything. I'm just going to take Spirit Summoning. I like having access to as many good lessons as I can get. And this is a pretty reasonable one. A 3/2 is a real body. And it's castable in a lot of decks. Okie doke. And now... What is the best card in the pack? Explosive Welcome is a nice top-end card for a potential Lorehold control deck. There's a Tome Shredder. Don't really love Thrill. Either Thrill. There is a Pop Quiz. I'm tempted to just take an Explosive Welcome. Give me something to do if I start to flood out. And I could still easily be red-blue. The thing is, his Tunnel isn't even that open because you can only play it in certain decks that really need that effect and have good enough mana to support it. I think having access to one of these big spells at the top end is quite nice, so I'm going to take this. Okie doke, and now the best card in the pack might just be Guiding Voice. It might be Hunt for Specimens. Hunt for Specimens is the best card in the pack, but I don't think it really fits with what we're doing at all. Guiding Voice is a good card. I like Prismari Campus a decent amount. We could always just try to splash the Lorehold command in a blue-red deck. This card's solid. I don't have any creatures yet. I think it's between Guiding Voice and Prismari Campus. I'm gonna take the Guiding Voice. And then I could just sideline the Explosive Welcome as well. Okay. Stormkiln Artist. There's Prismari Pledge Mage. There's Lorehold Pledge Mage. There's Expanded Anatomy. This card did some work against me. Hi, Grogoth. Best first 5? What do you mean? Grogoth. I could also just take this card as a backup thing. It goes well with Guiding Voice. It's nice to have some lessons. I don't love the Pledge Mage. Artist is reasonable to help me get up to these cards, but I'm just going to take the Anatomy. Stay flexible here. Well, now it's going to be hard to get us off of red-white. If we're getting a rip apart, pick 7. That's a really nice signal. There's also Historian and Pillar Drop. Oh, hi, Grogoth. Awesome, Cindelicious. I'm glad you had a good draft. Fractal Summoning is also still in the pack. But yeah, Rip Apart's just too good to pass up here. It's looking like red-white is open. Maybe red-white control. Guiding Voice not as good in that variant. They're still reasonable if you have some good lessons to go get. So there's a Tome Shredder. I don't love Star Pupil in a more controlling version, but I could play it in a more aggressive version. Expel's not a huge performer when I already have some nice removal spells. We could be a more aggressive version as well. I have some cards that work well with this. Between that and Tome Shredder, I think. Star Pupil has medium win rates. Tome Shredder has worse ones, according to the website I was looking at. Okay, so now there's another Explosive Welcome. There is a Stonebound Mentor. Arcane Subtraction continues to be underrated. Welcome. 8 drops are just so hard to justify a lot of the time. Getting a couple Star Pupils could be okay. My deck probably wants to be... Yeah, I'll try it. I don't think I need a second Explosive Welcome. Pillar Drop Rescuer maybe is okay. We could also just take Letter of Acceptance, but I'll take this guy. See, we got the Academic Dispute back, folks. Thrilling Discovery, maybe. One of the other reasons why I didn't want to take the second Explosive Welcome is you just don't want that many 8 drops in your deck. Sudden Breakthrough could be decent. I haven't looked up any stats on that card. Seems better than some of the other options. Sure, I'll take this guy. We'll take a Campus in case we want to splash, and we get a Breakthrough anyway. Nice. Okay, so our deck needs creatures. We're still going to just jam Heated Debate here. There's a Lorehold Apprentice, but I don't love that card. But just looking at our deck in terms of creatures, we've got 2 Star Pupils, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, we don't have Quintorius, though. But I like Heated Debate. One of the reasons I took the Star Pupils is because they work well with the Guiding Voice and the Expanded Anatomy thing, and I could potentially build a more aggressive version. I don't really want to get owned by some Quandrix deck just going over the top of me. So I want to have some beatdown potentials in this sort of deck, I think. We'll have to see. And I don't think you can afford to play like multiple of these 8 drops if you aren't playing if you're just playing a normal deck a lot of the time. Here we see another Heated Debate. I do think Expressive Iteration is good, but I like Heated Debate a lot. Rise of Extus is also quite good. Maybe we're supposed to take that. Those are both great cards. I think we just take Heated Debate, but Rise of Extus is a really good card. I'm glad I took the Spirit Summoning out of that one pack. So how many Learn cards do we have? We have Guiding Voice, Dispute, Igneous. I do like Lorehold Campus, but I also like Elemental Summoning out of the board, and Shock is decent. Star People might wheel. I'm just going to take the Elemental Summoning, though. Pretty nice option. I love Campuses in this format, but I like getting Elemental Summoning. Gives me another really good lesson to go get. Am I planning Control? Currently, I'm planning a more Control-oriented deck, so the Star Peoples might not get in there. But I'm still waiting to see what I see in terms of my cards, because I haven't seen any creatures that I can really play. I just haven't seen any, so my creatures are kind of just not good at all. And that leads me to believe that I'm going to be more of a controlling deck. Flame Scroll Celebrant's a good 2-drop. Can start pinging them, it can pump itself. Guiding Voice is pretty reasonable, but not when you don't have creatures. Stormkiln Artist, kind of defensive body. Burying Books is quite good. I was talking about this earlier. This card's pretty underrated at the moment. It's a very, very high power level card, and people take it like 8th on average or something. Ooh, we get a Combat Professor. You love to see it. Combat Professor is great. I would like Tome Shredder in this deck. I think in retrospect, what did I take over Tome Shredder? I took Star Pupil. I would rather have Tome Shredder right now, I think. But the deck could still shape up if we get more creatures. Star People has some really good potential. But yeah, Combat Professor is great. Fuming Effigy. I don't like that card at all. I think I'd rather have like literally anything else. Like I'd rather have Prismari Campus in case I want to splash in a controlling variant. Yeah, Combat Prof is great. I'm just going to take this in case I need to splash or want to splash something good. Defiant Strike is pretty reasonable in a lot of decks. I don't need a second Explosive Welcome, I don't think. Don't think I would need to defend. I could take Enthusiastic Study. I could take Defiant Strike. Sure, we'll take Enthusiastic Study. Tome Shredder or Blood Age General. Or Stonebinder's Familiar, but this card doesn't really do anything in my deck. I know Bury is an MTG term, yeah. You use it so it's something that can't be regenerated. I think this card's going to be good in my deck. Expanded Anatomy, I already have one, so I don't need to prioritize it as much. I would like another 2-drop, but I like the Tome Shredder. Ooh, we wield this guy. Nice. Nice little pickup for our deck. Intro to Prophecy is a fine card to go get if we need to learn. Ooh, we get the Campus back. That's big. I wouldn't mind an Enthusiastic Study, but I just want to get the Campus. Yeah, it's basically a Grizzly Bear, but it has some upsides, and sometimes you just need a 2-drop. See, this is just disrespectfully late for Burying Books. The card's really good. Big pack here. Ooh, this card, I can't cast it, but this card is real good. Very good card here. What do I want here? I could take Pilgrim of Ages. I think I might just take another Spirit Summoning. 8 creatures now. Are they all playable creatures, though, is the question. Not really. And I don't have a ton of early drops as much. This card might wheel. I do like it. I think I'm just going to take the Spirit Summoning. I do love Pilgrim of Ages, and it helps me ramp up to that card. I already have enough 3-drops, I think. You take Guiding Voice. I'd rather get another good card to go get, I think. Ephemerate's not super powerful. Getting past that's a yikes. This card's pretty good. I'm just going to take another Enthusiastic Study, I guess. Another Spirit Summoning. There is an Expel. There is a Lorehold Campus. So I have how many learn cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 learn cards. I have a lot of good cards to go get already, so I can probably just take the Campus. I'm already going to be able to get a 3-2 whenever I need one because I have 2 copies of that. This is not looking... Ooh, Guiding Voice. Nice. Pretty good card here. We get a Pilgrim of Ages. Nice. Reflective Golem actually could be really good with these 2 Guiding Voices. And Academic Dispute. And Enthusiastic Study. I'm kind of convincing myself that this Golem is better than Pilgrim of Ages. Inkling Summoning for when I need a one, or I could just take a 2-drop. How many 2-drops do I have? I only have 2 2-drops. I think I just need to take a 2-drop here, even though Summoning is great. And I can play it on double white. I'll probably wheel one of those. Can't really cast that. Hall Monitor. Pretty late Frost Trickster. I'll just take another Study. Three mana, 3/3. This card's really good. Changed my opinion. I mean, I think the card's pretty good. I don't know if I ever said I didn't think it was good. Burying Book's coming around late. Lots of blue cards. Campus Guide. Maybe we just need Campus Guide. Let's take Campus Guide to get another 2-drop. I don't love it, but still. Getting another Guiding Voice is good. It's really hard to say that pack 3 deck list. We were kind of open to playing blue-red. We just didn't see the cards pack 1 for it, really. Don't love Fuming Effigy. We have a lot of cool stuff going on. I'm going to take the Twin Scroll Shaman. Works pretty well with Double Strike and +3/+1. Late Arcane Subtraction. I don't like Fuming Effigy. Or really Hall Monitor. Okay, so Beaming Defiance is a card we could consider. We have how many creatures? 10 creatures. But we have a lot of learn cards that go and get creatures. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 learn cards. That's pretty awesome. And then how many cards do we have to go get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we're going to be able to get stuff the whole game pretty much. Do I want a sudden breakthrough? over any of these cards. So I think I'm going to play the Star Pupils with the triple guiding voice. Going to try Academic Dispute. We have a couple 2-drops. Decent amount of 3-drops that are pretty solid. Pillar Drop Warden doesn't really seem to fit. But we have some pretty good cards to get back with it. So I think we'll try it. And 17 lands seems reasonable. I kind of want to go up to 18. What's my worst card? Probably one of my enthusiastic studies. Campus Guide is also kind of like an extra land in some cases. Yeah, I think we can just run it like this. Or we could add an extra planes. What's our color distribution? 15. I know this is pretty reasonable. Yeah, I think we're going to run it like this. And I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support me and my content at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, and special thanks to those at the credits level. It is thanks to patrons that I'm able to steadily improve the quality of my videos and produce content on a consistent basis. Even just a couple bucks a month goes a long way, and there are a host of cool rewards you gain access to by becoming a patron. One perk of particular note is my card-by-card grade spreadsheet for Strixhaven, which will provide you with my up-to-date thoughts on every card in the set. If my content has provided you with some value, please consider supporting my work on Patreon because it really makes a big difference. Without further ado though, let's get to the matches. Welcome to round 1. We have a great opener here. Off to a good start. We're going to start off with the Star Pupil. We could potentially wait on this until we have Reflective Golem going. But we have multiple copies, so we're just going to go for it now. And we will get... so we got Golem into Tome Shredder, or Tome Shredder into Golem. So we can just get Elemental Summoning. Okay. I'm fine trading these off. I don't know if they'll block. Well, that's disgusting. So how does that do? +1/+0, indestructible in haste, and create a 3/2. So let's play the mountain first and then calculate. So this would be 3, 10, 3, 6, 10, 14 coming at him. So they'd have to block something. I think we'll wait one more turn before doing that. You could also just create a 3/2 to kill something. But yeah, not anymore. We're just going to go after him, I think. This has got to be good. They can't really block anything. They're taking a ton of damage. That card's a beating. And we get the win. Honestly, I liked all those cards. Because I wanted to be able to attack with the 3-2. Hey, Vince. Nice to see you. Dude, we need to hang out again. It's been too long. You're right across the river. Ugh. Do I want any of these cards? Not right now. Expressive iteration. Okie doke. On the draw. Definitely a keeper. We can rip apart something. Okay, I'm just going to zap that land. Keep him from developing too quickly. Also, then I have something to eat with my Tome Shredder. Oh, yes. We're going to get to do the old dispute on the reflective golem to get two things trick. We'll get in for damage now. Once they play a blocker, we can eat this. Like if they play a 3-4 or 4-4 or something. Something. Or that. So I can play Pillar Drop Warden. And then I can threaten the double block, or I can just chill out, eat this thing. Zoomancy is a good card. Harmonize, sure. What you gonna fight? Ghostbusters. Mage dueling me, baby? Anti-synergy? Oh, you're right. I totally forgot that I could use this to sack it. I was playing it as a 1-5. They're probably gonna kill it. TBH. Hello. Hello, old friend. Okay. So I can force them to block. I will say that would have been better as Pilgrim of the Ages right there. I was maybe dreaming a little bit too big. That's hurtful. Well, I'm probably not going to win this game. We can just say that right now. I couldn't even tap it because I don't have anything to eat. Yeah, I think we're dead. They had Harmonize into Mage Duel, followed by Tempted by the Auric. I mean, tough. Yeah, similar Groggoth. It doesn't show a picture, but it does say what the card does and stuff. Can Lorehold Command save me? I guess we'll find out. So I can cast Enthusiastic Study and double it. I can also make a 3/2, give Indestructible, or make a 3/2, deal 3 to this thing. Kind of like that plan. That could get me back in the game. Come on, attack with the Helm Trader. Nope, they don't want to. Ah, yes. So I can double up my Enthusiastic Study. This thing's going to eat something. Hmm. Then I can deal 5 to that next turn. This costs 2 to copy. Sure, he can gain reach. Which one do I want to get? Do I want to get Expanded Anatomy? Does that help me? Gives me a 4. Oh, it lets me give both my guys +2/+2 in Vigilance. No, I think I'm going to get Elemental Summoning for now. Really? Start the army building. So I have 6 mana. I'm a couple mana away from that, but I can make 2 Spirit Summoning tokens this turn. Or 1 Elemental Summoning, but probably 2 Spirit Summonings. There was a lot of learning done that turn. No! Criminy. Well, I tried my best. They not only had some very good curve-out stuff, but they also played, like, a ridiculous bomb rare and 2 ridiculous bomb rares, actually. And, yeah, it's just too much to overcome here. We're dead. That was tough. It was going to be hard to win that game. If they hadn't stolen our Tome Shredder, it really could have competed with their deck, I think. If they hadn't attempted by Ulrich. That card's just a heck of a beating. Ben's also staring down Pugilist. Pugilist is a beating. I had it in my deck once. It's just such a good card. It was a very good steal. That's one of the best 3-drops they probably could have taken. It just grows. Sure, we'll keep it. If they play a 2-2, we just get in such good shape with our enthusiastic study if they block. Lowerhold Apprentice is really bad. It's like a hard to cast 2-mana 2-2, but I think my deck just needs it. I don't know. I just need some number of creatures. Maybe this should even get cut. Okay. Getting some nice value there, mister. They're discarding to hand size. No. Are they? No. Oh, they are. Huh. There you are, star pupil. I want to give myself a 5-drop to play next turn. Keep up the pressure. Okie doke. Expanded Anatomy could be cute with star people. I don't want this thing to get out of control. So I'm just killing it now. It's not the most mana efficient play, but that's how it goes. Putting 2 counters on this could be really good. If I'd gotten that instead of summoning, it would have been way better for me. But I thought I was just going to jam summoning this turn. Sure. I'm in good shape here, I'd say. The truly devastating spells don't start until 7 mana. Whew. Here comes the 7-mana play. And it's a Twin Scroll Shaman. Not the devastation I was afraid of. I think you should have drawn your cards first, bud. So we have him dead. Got the job done. Star Pupil so far has been okay. So the loss that we had, I'm not disappointed in. The wins that we had, I think we played reasonably well. We also drew our Lorehold guy. I think the lesson cards are just really doing good work for us. Having just 3 2-drops is okay as well. We got a couple of these guys to be early drops as well. I'm not sure if I should play Pillar Drop Warden or just a Beaming Defiance. Imagine if we'd had Beaming Defiance to protect our guy from Tempted by Ulrich. I kind of want to try it. Let's see how we do. We do already have a lot of combat tricks. But I want to try out Beaming Defiance. And I'm not a huge fan of the Warden in our deck. Okay, we're going to keep this. This guy plus 2 Enthusiastic Studies and a Lorehold command. I mean, our Twin Scroll Shot, our deck has some clunkers in it, to be fair. But when you have Lorehold command, it makes up for it a lot of the time when you draw it. They can just zap this with a shock or something. Oh my gosh, do they have it? Oh, thank goodness, we're alive. We're alive! We're alive! If we draw a land, that'd be good. So we can double spell. We'll use this to push 8 damage or whatever. I'm just going to kill the Rutha. I'm not going to get too greedy with my Guiding Voice. Discard this thing to try and hit another thing. Rutha's terrifying. And it looks like they're missing lands, potentially. Okie doke. I'm gonna get the flyer, maybe? No, I'll just get the body, because the Lorehold command is a nice top-end card for it. Next one I can go Guiding Voice and Spirit Summoning. Or Guiding Voice plus the +2/+2 thing. Are they gonna exile my guy and give me a card draw? They might. Come on, bud. You don't want to do that. He's just a harmless Twin Scroll Shaman. What danger could he pose to you? Yes, your foolish desires. Okay, doke. Well. Guiding Voice. We'll make hay while the sun's shining, as they say. Get him! They don't have a 5th land to get the introduction to Annihilation down. They're gonna scry. I think we just cast Lorehold command. We can deal 3 to them, right? Any target. Oh, we're so close. We are so close. Hee.
Or we just make a 3/2 and give it haste or whatever. If they don't have a blocker, this thing's just lethal on its own, too.
Twin Scroll Shaman doing work. I think that's a pretty safe lethal. I don't think there's a card they could have for 1 blue mana, so I could have also just rip aparted. Whew. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty well, I mean. Twin Scroll Shaman. I think this deck is trying to maximize some cards that are maybe underperformers and underrated for other decks. So Twin Scroll Shaman's really good in our deck. I think I might have been supposed to take the Golem, the Pilgrim of the Ages over the Golem. But I'm not sure on that pick. But we'll get to see Golem in action maybe. It's like a much better at turn 5, but it works really well with Guiding Voice as well, which we have 3 copies of. We have 3 of those, 3 of these, and then we have even the extra combat trick in the deck. Stop, you Bill. I'll just play my Golem. Aw. Ah, the Professor. That was not where you wanted to block, buddy. I'll get a flyer. Next turn, if I draw a land, I'm in great shape. I probably could have just discarded Campus Guide. That was probably bad. I guess they're terrified of me just going Expanded Anatomy on my guy. Killian Ink Duelist, sure. Spectre of the Fens, sure. I will kill their Ink Duelist if I get the chance. Maybe not. Maybe I'd rather kill their Spectre. And then I can put the 3 counters onto the other star pupil. Yeah, I think that's better. And that way this thing can attack through. Well, that was a joke of a draw. So if I kill Killian, buff all my guys, they're just dead on board. Are they dead if I make the creature anyway? No, they aren't. So we go 3 damage. I'm just curious. If I had made the creature, they would have gone up to 8 life. I would have had an extra 4/2 coming in. So I think they were dead no matter which way I went with that one. They would have gone up to 8. They would have been able to chump, take 6. No, they would have lived at 1 life. So important that I did it that way. Yeah, that card's really good. That's one of the best cards. It's got like a really high win rate on the 17 lands thing that I was showing you folks. Whew, the golem doing work that game. It kind of forced them to block my creatures in awkward ways. And so I think it was really a good card there. Definitely better than Pilgrim of the Ages would have been. That's why it's important not to just rely only on like numbers or whatever, but
this deck is sweet. We got a lot of buff spells. The star pupils did some work. That one died, put it to all 4 of its counters onto the, or all 3 of its counters onto its friend. Thanks, Grogoth.
yeah, it's pretty nice, especially with star pupils to put the counters on too. Ouch, this is tough. We're gonna keep it. We don't have a ton of creatures in the deck, but we have this inspiration to go get a creature, and then we have more learning. Okay, give me a creature. Let's go. You love to see it. Flame Scroll Celebrant. Oh no. That must die. I will kill that with my inspiration immediately. That is terrifying. Maybe they'll block. Really? What's your game? They could obviously have Expel. They could have Heated Debate. I'm just going to go to damage. Did I forget to play a land? No, they were on the play. They were on the play. Was I supposed to go for study there? It feels very risky. Like, that's a freebie block if they just have a removal spell in their hand, and like they kept their opener. So the odds of them having one is pretty reasonable, I feel like. This is obviously a risk. I'm hoping to get like a token with this, and then I just make it a 5/4 and get more tokens. Well, that doesn't do it for me. They just beat me now. That was a weird game. They did have a combat trick in that one spot. That's what they were doing. They had like a weird combo finish thing. I think the big play was on turn 3 when I didn't use my enthusiastic study, which I think is correct. They could easily just have like legitimately a stiff breeze and my guy just dies. I'm mostly thinking of expel and heated debate being cards that might make sense for them to have. Maybe I was supposed to go for the enthusiastic study the turn before so I could play this on curve. I just didn't have a way to kill their guy. I don't think I had a lesson that would have helped either. That's tough. They just combo killed me. I forgot that the hall monitor could make my guy unable to block. That was rough. 4 toughness is also tricky for my deck. Yeah, we didn't draw any creatures. We don't have all that many creatures. But I could have gotten a creature out of my sideboard if I just killed the hall monitor. If I'd killed hall monitor with my 3 damage thing, I think I would have been in fine shape. The problem was that I didn't want to use my premium 3-mana removal spell on their hall monitor. Decline. I don't need a land right now. It was like, just felt like it was really awkward to do. The white side of the rare is not good. I'm never playing that side of the rare pretty much. I could have just attacked with the reflective golem there. That was bad. I think. Trading off instead of not having to trade off. Twin Scroll Shaman, eh? That's a lot of damage. If I hit a land next turn, I'm going to go for it. Even if this thing dies, I'm still in good shape. What could they have for tunable? They could have a bounce spell. I'm just going to do that. Yeah, I figured they might have divide by 0. Come on, Mountain, right off the top here. Let's go. Okay. I think I've got him now. I've got 13 points of trample coming in next turn. Maybe I've got him. You never know. Once they tap out, we'll know for sure. They could have a combat trick, but they also could not have a combat trick. I'm gonna ditch Explosive Welcome. No, I'm gonna ditch Spirit Summoning. I get a land drop. Oh, they're just dead. Oh, no, they're not, because... Oh, the... Nope, they're triggered. Yeah, perfect. Got him. Whew. Got a nice little win there. Continuing to do well.
So we lost to that deck that had a couple of really good rares, and we lost that last round to
The deck that had the Efreet combo thing. That was a weird game. I could have played it differently, but I don't think using my deal 3 on their 1/1 is generally going to be useful. Hey, travel the world. Okay, we're going to keep this. So we're going to get to see how Beaming Defiance performs. I think the Pillar Drop Warden would be better because we have Lorehold Command this game, but we might not need anything because Lorehold Command is such a beating. We're just looking for any creature now. White-black, eh? This card's a heck of a card. Some of the data says this is the best uncommon in the set, which is wild. Oh, that's such a good draw. Let's go! We can even protect him with Beaming Defiance, potentially. Oh, that's a good draw, too. I have this thing to go get the expanded enemy later. For now, I think I'm just going to get Inkling Summoning. I can even Beaming Defiance them both up. Go on, cast your expanded enemy. I know you want to. Perfect. If I draw a land, I just win with this. Okay, I don't just win. This is 4, 8, 12. Oh, it's so close to lethal. They get to put a counter onto something. They put it on Professor Symbology, then it's not as good, but yeah, they're going to put it there. Makes sense. I do not need Inkling summoning at all. Maybe I should have put that on the Twin Scroll Shaman. Oh, they're attacking. Okay. Pilgrim. So this is 15 points of trample. We definitely want to consider this line. So our main lines are this thing or this thing. I don't think they can kill us based on what they have in hand. So let's see. So this is 6, and then plus 3, plus 5, 10. So this is 16, and they have 3. So they'd have to double chump to live. This is a decent amount of damage too. If they double chump, then they're probably going to lose anyway, and I don't have to cast that. I can cast something else. Oh, I also could have just doubled it up on that one. Yeah, I did that badly. I could have just gone +3, +1, +2, +2 on that guy. Either way, got him. Boom. We're 1 win away from a max wins run. Let's keep it going and try to finish this off strong. Oh, that's cool that they're a streamer. How I'm using the data right now. So the thing is that it's early on in the format, but there's been a ton of drafts still. So the data from 17 lands still has like 18,000 games with a lot of these cards, which is a pretty large sample size. Okay, we'll keep this. Hello. We would like to draw a cheap play, but we will accept lands as well. So we can cast our 4-drop and then start attacking them. Red-green, eh? I don't really have a particular all-time favorite. This is not going well. Of course we play against the literal nut start from the deck. Why wouldn't we? We have to prove ourselves in the hardest mode available. Just unreal. That could be a start of something. We also don't even have a 2 planes. Professor of Zoomancy. Just end my existence. Why? Of course they have Needlethorn Drake. Why wouldn't they have Needlethorn Drake? That makes perfect sense. We're going to have to rely on this bad boy to win us the game, folks. Hopefully they have no interaction. Go to town. Just Nikolai tries to get max wins. but it's not meant to be. Okay, there's no way we could have beaten this. There's no way. Okay, 6-3 it is. I'm doing my best here, but... Not only did our draw not cooperate, they had the literal dream start. Just unbeatable. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. That's not great for me. Oh my gosh. Well, you know, these are the reasons why you just have to win all the games where you can when it's, like, actually winnable. They didn't play any broken rares. Yeah, they didn't play any broken rares. You're right. They just went 2-drop ramp spell into 4-drop ramp spell into 4-drop plus 2-drop flyer that disrupted my aggressive attacker. That was my first play. Gosh. I didn't even have the decency to draw my Twin Scroll Shaman before I drew my Combat Professor. Oh my gosh. So our draw wasn't great and theirs was absurd, so, you know. Oh, I really wanted to get the trophy with this deck. But, you know, 6-3. Still a pretty good win rate. Still pretty good percentage. There was nothing we could do there. Even if I'd kept my best hand, I still think I would have gotten owned there. So early on in the draft, I was worried about whether or not the Golem pickup versus the Pilgrim of the Ages pick was correct. But Golem was doing some serious work with his buddy Twin Scroll Shaman. That combo was, like, devastating people. I will say that Campus Guide was a complete blank every time, and I should have had literally any other card pretty much. We had a wealth of lesson cards in the sideboard to go get, which was nice. We never cast this card. Probably not meant for our deck. The Guiding Voices and the Enthusiastic Studies were awkward. We needed more creatures to go with them, but we just didn't see the creatures, unfortunately. Maybe we were supposed to play Hall Monitor as just another early drop that can do something in the late game. It's probably better than, like, maybe it's not better than these 2 drops. I don't know. But yeah, pretty sweet deck overall. Gotta be said. It started off a little bit bumpy, but really came into its own and started dumpstering people. Lorehold Command, heck of a card. 6-3, I'm proud of that record. Pretty good stuff. If you did make it all the way to the end of this video and you were watching on YouTube, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment with your questions, thoughts, feedback, encouragement, all of that stuff. It does help the channel, and it helps more people find the video. If you want to get notified when I post future videos, you can hit that bell icon. And if you want to catch the stream live, you can find it at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. If you would like to support my work directly, you can do so via the Patreon at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Even a couple bucks a month really does help me continue making these videos, and you even get access to my card-by-card grade spreadsheet if you give me a couple bucks a month, or if you support my stuff. And that's just cool stuff, and I do update it. So I'm going to be updating it with all of these new things that I've been learning about the format and all of that good stuff as well. You can find my articles. I did drop an article, publish an article earlier this week. And by earlier this week, I mean today. But when I publish this video, it'll be earlier this week or the week before. But I published an article on how to draft sets that have 5 archetypes like Strixhaven. So check that out. It'll be linked in the description and pinned comment as well. And you can always join the NicolaiBolas Discord server to talk about all things Magic the Gathering. And that is going to do it for this video, though. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, in the comments section down below, leave hashtag BashBros, because these guys, or hashtag StudyBuddies, because these guys were studying together and doing whopping tons of damage. So hashtag StudyBuddies to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. That's going to do it, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.